According to the website Enough is Enough, a nonprofit organization that is working to make the internet safer for families and children, porn sites get more visits each month than Netflix, Amazon, and Twitter combined. 32% of teens admit to intentional accessing of nude or pornographic content online. And of these, 43% do so on a weekly basis. 93.2% of boys and 62.1% of girls have been to online pornography sites before the age of 18. According to the National Coalition for the Protection of Children and Families, in 2010, 47% of families in the United States reported that pornography is a problem in their home. Pornography is a danger to every home and family in our society. We all need to be aware and protect our homes and families. Today, I'll talk to you about pornography, access to it in our homes, how it affects our families, and things that you can do today to protect your family. According to the United States Census Bureau, in 2013, 83.8% of U.S. households reported computer ownership, with 78.4% of all households having a desktop or laptop computer, and 63.6% having a handheld computer. Almost every home in the United States has a computer in their home. The Census Bureau also reported that 74.4% of all households reported internet use. With a computer and the internet, you have access to pornography. Elder Dallin H. Oaks gave a talk called Pornography in 2005, and he said this: "The abundant information and images accessible on the internet call for sharp focus and control to avoid accessing the pornography that is an increasing scourge in our society. As the Deseret News noted in a recent editorial, images that used to be hidden in out-of-the-way store counters now are as close as a mouse click. The internet has made pornography accessible almost without effort and often without leaving the privacy of one's home or room. The internet has also facilitated the predatory activities of adults who use its anonymity and accessibility to stalk children for evil purposes. Parents and youth beware. The internet isn't the only way that we access pornography. We can do it through our televisions as well. According to Nielsen's National Television Household Universe estimates, there are 118.4 million TV homes in the U.S. for the 2017-16 season. Elder M. Russell Ballard gave this quote in his talk, "Let Our Voices Be Heard." According to one social observer, television has replaced the family, the school, and the church in that order as the principal instrument for socialization and transmission of values. Greed, debauchery, violence, unlimited self-gratification, absent of moral restraint are the daily fare gammously dished up to our children. The internet, television, even our phones, they all give us easy access to pornography, and it can filter into our lives with just a click of a button or a swipe of a finger. How does this affect our families? According to an article in the Deseret News, September 18, 2010, they quoted Jill C. Manning, a marriage and family therapist in Colorado. She said this: "We know that pornography is intricately linked to organized crime, prostitution, sex trade, sex tourism, and its forms an evil web of oppression and abuse and crime that too often we won't discuss because we're uncomfortable linking this pornography use to those wide spheres of effect. At home," she added, "it destroys families." Pornography can destroy families. How does it do this? From the Life Counseling Solutions website, married men, this can also apply to women, who regularly engage in pornography are more likely to be dissatisfied with their wives and can be detached emotionally from them. The more you're exposed, the more you want it. It may not just be the wife that's suffering. If children are present, they will be affected by their father's pornography viewing as well. A consequence of pornography viewing can be a loss of interest in family relations. That also means less time spent with children. All the addict can think of is how to satisfy his cravings. As pornography drives men and women, even youth, away from their families, it starts to tear them apart. Another quote from Dallin H. Oaks' talk, Pornography. "Pornography impairs one's stability to enjoy a normal, emotional, romantic, and spiritual relationship with a person of the opposite sex. It erodes the moral barriers that stand against inappropriate, abnormal, or illegal behavior. As conscience is desensitized, patients of pornography are led to act out what they have witnessed, regardless of its effects on their life and the lives of others. What can we do? There are things that you can do today to protect your families. LDS.org has several suggestions. One is to protect your computer and devices with software or cloud-based services that will block pornographic sites. There are several out there, so do your research for what will be best fit for your family and your devices. You can get some that will let you see the history of where your loved ones are going on the internet. They can protect your computers, TVs, and your phones. A couple you can check out are Covenant Eyes and NetAngel. Another thing you can do is to move all computers and televisions into well-populated areas in your homes. You can set limits on the time spent on all electronic devices, computers, and TVs. The most important thing is to talk with all family members. Make them aware of the dangers of pornography. Let them know what to do if they stumble across pornography on accident. Be sure they know that they aren't bad if it happens. Help them to be comfortable to talk to you about what they have seen. The more you talk with them and make them comfortable, the safer they will feel to tell you when something happens. This goes for spouses as well. Talk about your internet use and be open about where you are going and what you are doing. Pornography is a growing industry in the world today. It is everywhere. It will affect your family someday and in some way. A quote from Elder Joseph B. Worthland: "The plague of pornography is swirling about us as never before. Pornography brings a vicious wake of immorality, broken homes, and broken lives. Pornography will sap spiritual strength to endure. Pornography is much like quicksand. You can become so severely trapped and overcome as soon as you step into it that you do not realize the severe danger. Most likely, you will need assistance to get out of the quicksand of pornography, but how much better it is never to step into it. I plead with you to be careful and cautious. You can access pornography in your homes. It will affect your family. I've shared with you ways you can protect your family. Don't wait until it's too late." Thank you.